I think university is a time where you find yourself. This is a time where I've truly learnt my potential and what I'm capable of.
We had 24 students from the University of Newcastle come along to Borneo. We spent 3 days in the Borneo jungle and we looked at orangutans and their habitat. It was amazing.
The skills that I've gained over those years and even watched and reflected on how much I've learnt, it amazes me.
I'm the first one in my family to graduate. My dad always said to me, he said, only brain can make a man. That means only knowledge can make a man. And I always had, the voice of my dad in the back of my head, saying that I could do it. Graduation was a major achievement in my life.
I started the university as an able-bodied kid, and then I had an accident after my second year. So that dream as a young kid from a disadvantaged background of throwing that cap and gown into it almost puts a tear in my eye of having that sense of achievement.
I was doing some volunteer work. One of the volunteer boss said to me that if you really like helping people, why don't you become a nurse? I want graduates to be bold, be courageous, and be your best.
I think it is very important to focus on your purpose because there will be a lot of issues, a lot of challenges facing ahead, and being able to overcome each time, I think it's what's important.
It's a wonderful feeling to be an alumni. You have this connection with other alumni, other students who have graduated.
Not just national, but also it's global scale.
Having a community behind you is probably the greatest thing you can have, apart from your family and friends, because really it's just a bigger version of them.
A family that is now around the world.
We've all come together as one, and we're all going to be lifelong friends.
I just enjoy the moment.
Words can't describe it.
It lasts a few seconds, but you really will remember it forever.
The world is your oyster. You really don't know what it's going to be tomorrow. You don't know what it's going to be the next day, but take every single opportunity that comes your way.
Congratulations, graduates.
Congratulations, graduates.
Congratulations, graduates.
Welcome to our global alumni community.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and a very, very warm welcome to graduates and guests to this very special occasion. To comply with safety regulations, please allow me to point out the emergency exits here in the Great Hall. I'd ask that you please take a moment to note your nearest green emergency exit sign. For those with small children, there is a soundproof crying room located at the rear of the Great Hall. The ushers in the hall will be very happy to assist with directions. A professional photographer will photograph each graduate as they cross the stage, and a copy of this photograph will be available to all graduates to access and share via their Facebook page. Portrait photography is also available at the graduate reception in the Brennan Room immediately following the ceremony. As a courtesy to everyone in the room, please take a moment to switch any mobile devices to silent. At the conclusion of today's ceremony, we will instruct each graduate and your guests when it is time to leave your seats. Graduates, in May, you'll be sent an invitation to complete the Graduate Outcomes Survey. This survey gathers feedback on your higher education experience to improve the experience for all future students. We strive to provide the best possible university experience for all of our students, but this cannot be achieved without your valuable and important feedback. We would appreciate you watching for an email to your university account so that you can assist with this important survey. Some of the terminology used in today's ceremony may be unfamiliar to you. To assist in your appreciation of the ceremony, we have provided a history of graduation and an explanation of terms in the graduation booklet. The graduate procession will enter the Great Hall in just a few moments. When the procession enters, could you please rise and remain standing for the Australian National Anthem. At the conclusion of the ceremony, please rise when the Deus Party stands and remain upstanding until the Deus Party and the graduates have left the hall. We hope you enjoy this very special occasion. Thank you.
Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are one and free. We've golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains, then let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Nothing like a crisis to start with. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this very special graduation ceremony. On behalf of the University of Newcastle, I respectfully acknowledge the traditional custodians, the Pambalong clan of the Awabakal people, on whose traditional land this campus is located. And I pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging. As Chancellor of this university and a graduate myself, I'm honoured to be able to celebrate this major milestone in your academic journey. Each of our university's graduates is unique, and each year through these ceremonies we celebrate their success. This year's graduates are indeed an inspiration. Before me sits a group of people whose determination and resilience is remarkable by any measure. We all know that the past 2 years have been unprecedented. The pandemic has had a profound impact on everyone in this room, and the crisis came right on the heels of major natural disasters of floods and fires, which have already taken a toll on many of our students. This ceremony acknowledges your drive and determination to succeed. Graduates, you take with you today a degree from one of the finest institutions in the world. Newcastle is acknowledged for delivering excellence in education to some 39,000 students. Our degree programs are designed to prepare you for life and work after you graduate and connect you and your industries and communities. Similarly, our research is focused on delivering impact and innovation with a steady focus on working with partners to support the development of our region. The university's focus on excellence in education and research sits hand in glove with a long-held commitment to equity. We offer the opportunity of education to students from all walks of life who have talent and determination. 1/4 of our students are from low socioeconomic backgrounds, and we have the largest number of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander students of any Australian university. We are proud of every student, and we are committed to providing the best learning environment and opportunities to help them realise their potential. Today's celebration of the completion of your studies marks another important milestone: your entry into the University of Newcastle's global alumni community, and you're in very good company. One example is Adele Martin, who graduated with a Bachelor of Commerce from our university. Adele was drawn to the people-focused side of financial advising, and she now specialises in helping people in their 20s and 30s. She realised that most people seek financial advice when they're closer to retiring and wanted to help people earlier in their careers to create a secure future for themselves. You're now united with achievers like Adele and the people sitting around you as an alumni of this university. Our network of passionate and talented alumni stretches across the world It now comprises 161,000 members in 152 countries. You now have access to this global alumni community, along with opportunities for ongoing learning, professional development and personal enrichment. We look forward to watching you flourish in your career. Look ahead with confidence, knowing you'll always be part of the University of Newcastle. Today is the culmination of many years of hard work, and this ceremony is a symbol of all you've experienced and achieved during your time here at the university. This includes an acknowledgement of the support of your family and friends who've been with you every step of the way on your journey to today. To family and friends, we sincerely thank you for the important role that you've played in reaching this important milestone. I now call on the Acting Vice-Chancellor, Professor Kent Anderson, to introduce today's occasional speaker. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to invite Mr. Luke Hawthorne to deliver today's occasional speech. Luke graduated from the University of Newcastle with a Bachelor of Laws and Diploma of Legal Practice in 2012. Since that time, Luke has risen to be recognized as one of Australia's leading young lawyers. From the remote villages of the Solomon Islands to the courts of Phillip Street in Sydney, Luke's first decade of legal practice has demonstrated the breadth of experiences on offer to the quality graduates of Newcastle Law School and Newcastle Business School. Luke specializes in intellectual property, privacy, and regulatory litigation at the international law firm King, Wood & Mallisons. He has assisted across technology, creative, and life science industries in some of Australia's leading contentious and commercial matters, with clients ranging from startups to some of the world's leading organizations. Luke was awarded the Australian Law Awards Senior Associate of the Year in 2019. He was also named the University of Newcastle's Young Alumni Award winner in 2020 and recognized as a rising star by Managing Intellectual Property magazine. He has been appointed as an independent expert by Screenwrites and elected to the Management Committee of the Copyright Society of Australia. Continuing his passion for performing arts, Luke serves on the board of dance company Sean Parker & Company. Luke is committed to using his skills as a lawyer as an advocate for change in the recognition of Indigenous culture and intellectual property rights, and leads a program delivering over 3,000 pro bono hours to over 300 Indigenous artists. I'm delighted that Luke is able to join us on this very special occasion for our graduates of the College of Human and Social Futures. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Mr. Luke Hawthorne to deliver the occasional address.
Thank you. Chancellor, Acting Vice-Chancellor, members of the Council, staff of the University, family and friends, and most importantly, our graduates. As we gather today to celebrate education and learning, I pay my respects and acknowledge the Awabakal people who have done so on this land since time immemorial. It is a great honour and quite humbling to be invited to speak to you today, as it was only 10 years ago that I was seated in the Great Hall. When confronted with the task of what I should say, I did what most millennials do. I deferred to that omniscient, omnipotent, and omnipresent power. I Googled it. Apparently, I should not preach about the real world. The modern university graduate already lives in this real world. Many of you will have overcome significant obstacles to celebrate today. Some of you will have already been working in this real world that people speak of to support yourselves or your families. Some of you will already be parents or will become them soon. Some of you will have suffered great loss. Some will have overcome great intersectional barriers that I cannot speak to. And what a real world it sure has been. Great fires, pandemics and floods, and now war were not part of my university experience. In fact, when I studied politics at the Newcastle Business School, we argued quite robustly about whether history had ended. You have all stood witness to incredible events that have shaped our world, and you've still managed to complete your degrees. Novocastrians once asked each other where they were for the earthquake. I was in a pram in Charlestown Square when Mum was at the Boxing Day sales. But now people will ask you where you were during the pandemic, and your answer will be that you were here. Whether that was in person or linked together in a video conference tutorial, it was difficult to achieve what you have done during these terrible times. But the fact that you have done so at such an intellectually critical moment of your lives will eventually pay great dividends. The university too has gone through great change. When I graduated, the faculty was known as the Faculty of Business and Law. As an intellectual property lawyer, we would say rather glibly that that was a not particularly distinctive but just descriptive name. You are now instead graduates of the College of Human and Social Futures. It is a name which speaks to the power of the degree that you hold. Tertiary education is a very dull expression for a privilege that gives you the opportunity to make a profound difference to our human and social future. There are many law graduates in the audience today. Your studies will have taught you the value of concepts critical to those futures, the rule of law, and with it ideas such as the presumption of innocence, the laws of evidence and proof, procedural fairness and equity. Some of these ideas are not always popular. Defending them will make you quite unpopular at many dinner parties, but they are fundamental. It is now your role to stand up for uncomfortable ideas and people, sometimes when nobody else will. For those of you who have attended Newcastle Business School, you are now experts in the value of innovation, productivity and human endeavour. You have the training to balance these ideas with sustainability and responsible business. You enter the worlds of business, finance, tourism or marketing with a greater intellectual rigour and practical focus. Perhaps too, if like me, you did a few too many politics courses, you might think some of those ideas need a bit of radical tinkling. When I looked over the names of the people that have given this speech before me, I was quite intimidated to see so many great Novocastrians. Our university does have a shorter history than some in the world, but it has a long list of achievements and great alumni, a list that includes many of you today, and some not for the first time. I strongly believe that there is a quality to those who live here and attend this university. I see it reflected not just in glossy alumni brochures, but in the achievements and success of my friends and colleagues now. Graduates of this university are known in professional and academic life for their practical and forthright application of their education. A partner at the law firm I worked at remarked recently that she was chastised for disproportionately recruiting too many Newcastle graduates. I asked her, well, aren't all the CVs blind marked now? To which she said, oh yes, but that's before we get to know them. It was a casual but remarkable vindication of the strength of our university's graduates. This is an institution in a city with a proud tradition of resilience and growth, and I hope you will take that tradition with you into the next chapter of your life after your degree. There is not much point in reciting a list of what makes people from this city or this university unique. Each of you, the graduates, are unique in your own way and reflect those many qualities in unique ways. I think what matters now is that you embrace them. Whether you were born in Newcastle or commuted here or have come here to live here for this degree, I think that you are seated here in this hall today, in the Great Hall, makes you a Novocastrian. If you return now to another home or move elsewhere like I have, I hope that you treasure that identity as much as you treasure your degree. Stand proudly as I do when people ask you where you studied. I'm not sure there has been any recipe for success for the modest achievements that the acting Pro-Vice-Chancellor read, but I'm confident it was because of my education here, and it is humbling to share the dais with many of my former teachers today. I confess that I did not take the morning before the ceremony as seriously as I should have at the time, and I regret it. I was a little disorganised, I forgot my tie, and my dad had to buy a new one from Lowe's at Jesmond while Mum screeched at us both from the car. But after this ceremony, I went out onto the lawn and I took photos with my family, and then I took photos with my friends, and I still have those photos. You have all achieved something quite remarkable today. Everybody here is very proud, as I hope you are too. Thank you.
Thank you indeed, Luke. It's interesting to hear the topic of your talk to our audience here today, and the importance of equity on which this university is founded. And it's a very proud claim that equity is a fundamental value. And I think that, coupled with, as you've pointed out, the empathy that goes with that and is a feature of our graduates, is something that distinguishes them no matter which professional field they enter and excel in. So we thank you very much indeed for your occasional address, which was so relevant to today's graduating class. Ladies and gentlemen, we now come to a very important aspect of this ceremony, and for this I'd like all of the graduates to please stand. Would you mind standing? Thank you. This is the formal bit. As Chancellor of this university, I now officially confer awards to all those candidates who fulfilled the conditions for admission to that award. I wonder then if the audience would now join me in applauding the wonderful achievements of these graduates. Thank you. Graduates, please be seated. Yep. I now call on Professor John Fischetti, Pro Vice-Chancellor for the College of Human and Social Futures, to present today's graduates. Thank you.
Chancellor, good morning. And to all of our graduates, their friends and family here, you didn't sign up to do some of your program on Zoom. You certainly didn't sign up to have the disruptions that we've all had to face in the last 3 years. We are really proud to be with you and stand with you today. Chancellor, I present to you the candidates who have fulfilled the conditions for admission to the awards of the university. Doctor of Philosophy graduates have undertaken a program of independent supervised study for the equivalent up to 4 years of full-time study. These graduates have produced significant and original research outcomes, culminating in a thesis which has been independently examined by an external body of experts of international standing. Today, the university is proud to honor graduates who have satisfied the rigorous criteria for the award of Doctor of Philosophy. Chancellor, I present to you Christopher Appia Thompson. Dr. Appia Thompson's thesis is entitled Ghana's Disputed Elections of 1992 and 2012, The Significance of Political Culture. Dr. Appia Thompson. Congratulations to this higher degree by research graduate. Chancellor, the university medals may be awarded to candidates who have displayed exceptional academic ability. To be considered for this award, a graduate must have a consistent record of exceptional academic achievement at all levels of their degree program and qualify with the highest level of that degree. Today, I am proud to be recognizing such an outstanding scholar from the College of Human and Social Futures. Chancellor, it's with great pleasure that I present to you graduating with a Bachelor of Arts with Honors Class 1 and the University Medal and a Bachelor of Laws Honors Diploma of Legal Practice with Honors Class 1. Jessica Heaney. Chancellor, I present graduates who have satisfied the requirements of a postgraduate degree. Graduating with a Juris Doctor with distinction and a graduate diploma in legal practice, Suzanne Bancroft. Amy Ferrugia. Graduating with a Juris Doctor and a graduate diploma in legal practice, Morgan Bell. Laura Cashman. Jidi Gare. Isabella Gillam. Grace Minor. Kimberly Norquay Evans. John Randall. Catherine Rogers. Graduating with a Master of Applied Finance, Sarah Anderson. Zian Chin. Chui Wong Arn Nguyen. Graduating with a Master of Business Administration and a Master of Applied Finance with distinction, Prashant Purushottaman Pishrote. Graduating with a Master of Business Administration and a Master of Human Resource Management, Shen Gia. Shiku Zhen. Graduating with a Master of Business Administration and a Master of International Business, Xiangyang Li. Graduating with a Master of Business Administration and a Master of Professional Accounting with distinction, Chuang Duk Si. Graduating with a Master of Business Administration and a Master of Professional Accounting, Yashi Yu. Graduating with a Master of Business in Administration with distinction, Renee Ahern. Bridget Anderson. Benjamin Dufty. Andrew Lyle. Taylor Pierce. Graduating with a Master of Business Administration, Jamie Brown. Carly Bush. Joshua Deves. Stephanie Gleason. Tim Hahn. Benjamin Hassett. Brianna Mills. Oyuntungalag Savijaj. Sarah Tunks. Christopher White. Graduating with a Master of Environmental Law with distinction, Christopher Knight. Graduating with a Master of Environmental Law, Yingtung Lei. Graduating with a Master of Human Resource Management with distinction, Christian Kurkovich. Graduating with a Master of Human Resource Law with distinction, Alana Cochran. Michael McNabb. Graduating with a Master of Human Resources and Law, Jessica Fisher. Graduating with a Master of Innovation and Entrepreneurship with distinction, Roz Limbergen. Graduating with a Master of Marketing with distinction, Olivia Groff. Nathan Hookway. Graduating with a Master of Marketing, Carmel Johns. Bree Roberts. Graduating with a Master of Professional Accounting, Yun-Shiu Wan. Graduating with a Master of Social Change and Development with distinction, Samantha Jenkinson. Graduating with a Master of Special and Inclusive Education with distinction, Liana Laidler. Graduating with a Master of Workplace Health and Safety, Kelly Ferguson. Graduating with a Graduate Certificate in Business Administration, Peter Ahern. Aaron Gray. Adam Gray. Sandra Richardson. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of graduates at this time.
You, Professor Fischetti. We'll now enjoy a musical interlude by Heather Price and Terence Koo, performing I Wish That I Knew How It Would Feel to Be Free by Nina Simone. Heather and Terence are graduates of our music program. Thank you both.
Wish I knew how it would feel to be free. I wish I could break all the chains holding me. I wish I could say all I'm longing to say. Say it loud, say clear, for the whole damn world to hear. I wish I could share all the love that's in my heart. Remove all the bars that keep us apart. I wish you could know what it feels like to be me, 'cause then you'd see and agree that everybody should be free. I wish I could be like a bird up in the sky. How sweet it would be if I found that I could fly. I'd soar to the sun and look down at the sea, and then I'd sing 'cause I know. Well, then I'd sing 'cause I know. Then I'd sing 'cause I know. Oh, what it feels, oh, what it feels like to be free.
Thank you very much, Heather and Terence. Fantastic. I now invite Professor Amy Maguire, Deputy Head of the school, Newcastle Law School, to present graduates of undergraduate awards. Thank you.
Thank you, Chancellor. It is my honour to present graduates who've satisfied the requirements for an undergraduate award. Graduating with a Bachelor of Business and a Bachelor of Commerce, Rachel Ayerst. Isaac Baker. Monique Bauer. Chandler Coates. Ethan Huss. Dylan Houston. Bo Lukowski. Brianna Sutton. Kaylee Young. Graduating with a Bachelor of Business with Distinction and a Bachelor of Innovation and Entrepreneurship with Distinction, Laura Dean. Madeline Stainton. Graduating with a Bachelor of Business and a Bachelor of Innovation and Entrepreneurship, Julia Brogy. Cheryl Cross. Heath Jones. Hayley Sherrard. Benjamin Tolte. Graduating with a Bachelor of Business with Distinction, Charlie Houston. Julia Cowald. Jasmine Lawrence. Georgia Mahood. Kayla Murray. Lauren Proctor. Gabriella Tamset. Gabrielle Tranter. Ashley Wall. Graduating with a Bachelor of Business, Sophia Mantadias. Jodie Brooker. Caitlin Callanan. Zali Davis. James Deemar. Sophie Dunn. Amy French. Ashley Harrison. Madeline Harrison. Patrick Hart. Isabella Heinze. Darcy Jones. Stephen Jones. Gabrielle Lane. Chanel Lowe. Whitney McPherson. Madeline McVie. Talia Nardi. Paul Olsen. Mercedes Pandel. Mitchell Roberts. Sarah Rose. Olivia Sankowski. Britt Soperjerd. Lauren Stacey. Olivia Sullivan. Rahayu Surya Ningtyas. Rihanna Trevennan Smith. Sarah Wilcox. Joshua Wingrove. Jia Zhang. Graduating with a Bachelor of Commerce and a Bachelor of Innovation and Entrepreneurship, Claire Piper. Graduating with a Bachelor of Commerce with Distinction, Brianna Matsank. Jessie Osborne. Jacob Revile. Graduating with a Bachelor of Commerce, Matthew Aldred. Nikita Bowes. Liam Kadalowski. Eamon Doyle. Kynan Evans. Zara Foley-White. Mohit Hashwani. Carly Hodgins. Claudia Kolodziejska. Mai Lee. William Mannix. Paul Rogers. William Smith. Shibing Shane. Graduating with a Bachelor of Criminology with Distinction, Jessica Bourne. Zoe Linane. Graduating with a Bachelor of Criminology, Claire Annis Brown. Liam Griffiths. Montana Horton. Molly Lancet. Shani McCann. Eloise Newton. Isabella Redmayne. Taylor Nadia Reid. Ella Scarr. Graduating with a Bachelor of Laws Honours, Diploma of Legal Practice with Honours Class 1 and a Bachelor of Commerce, Christian Atkinson.
Very well.
Graduating with a Bachelor of Laws Honours, Diploma of Legal Practice with Honours Class 2, Division 1 and a Bachelor of Commerce, William Clifton. Graduating with a Bachelor of Laws Honours, Diploma of Legal Practice with Honours Class 1 and a Bachelor of Communication with Distinction, Jessica Krause. Graduating with a Bachelor of Laws Honours, Diploma of Legal Practice with Honours Class 2, Division 2 and a Bachelor of Communication, Ella Greedy. Graduating with a Bachelor of Laws Honours, Diploma of Legal Practice with Honours Class 1, Yolandi Cherry. Jemima Crane. Olivia de Jong. Courtney Dudgeon. Matthew Duncan. Jack Harmon. Lanuji Lamishan. Jasmine Lund. Bianca McKinley. Ashley Moylan. Liam Schofield. Blake Sherry. Kate Slowey. Anna Stoddard. Caleb Vanderhout. Graduating with a Bachelor of Laws Honours, Diploma of Legal Practice with Honours Class 2, Division 1, Olivia Brennan. Lauren Fremantle. Oliver Gilmore. Zachary Haas. Grace Harrison. Rebecca Henry. David Ifield. Chloe Ingham. Tristan Kaluski. Georgina Lesueur. Emily Leggett. Olivia Paul Freeman. Sarah Pritchard. Luke Rogers. Brittany Safranco. Jock Scudder. Aidan Shepherd. Thomas Sidorovsky. James Wilson. Amelia Young. Graduating with a Bachelor of Laws Honours with Honours Class 2, Division 2 and a Bachelor of Commerce, Maya Hughes. Graduating with a Bachelor of Laws Honours, Diploma of Legal Practice and a Bachelor of Communication, Emily Longhurst. Graduating with a Bachelor of Laws Honours, Diploma of Legal Practice with Honours Class 2, Division 2 and a Bachelor of Social Science, Carissa Ma. Alexander Roberts. Graduating with a Bachelor of Laws Honours, Diploma of Legal Practice with Honours Class 2, Division 2, Zoe Bunt. George Dibleros. Cody Hancock. Siobhan Jensen. Mari Ramplin. Olivia Ritchie. Holly Roberts. Alicia Ryan. Shannon Stanley. Gillian Sykes. Hamish Thompson. Grace Walters. Graduating with a Bachelor of Laws Honours, Diploma of Legal Practice, Eusebio Pio III Bajandi. Sonia Jeffkins. Graduating with a Bachelor of Laws Honours with Honours Class 1, Olivia Freund. Kelsey Gray. Abby Moriarty. Graduating with a Bachelor of Laws Honours with Class 2, Division 1, Sally Ashton. Graduating with a Bachelor of Laws Honours, Chelsea Findlay. Graduating with an undergraduate certificate in Criminology and Human Services, Melanie Sutton. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of the graduates.
Thank you, Associate Professor Maguire. I'd now like to invite Kate Slowey, who graduated just a moment or two ago with a Bachelor of Laws Honours and Diploma of Legal Practice with Honours Class 1, to speak on behalf of the graduates. Thank you, Kate.
Thank you, Chancellor. Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, members of the Council, staff of the University, families and friends of graduates, and most importantly, graduates. I begin, of course, by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land on which we gather, the Awabakal people. I offer my respect to your elders, for it is the wisdom of your responsible and respectful custodianship that has enabled our education to take place on these grounds. Celebrating this achievement together in person and with such ceremony is something I'm sure we can all appreciate after the isolation of these past 2 years. It feels only right to me that this occasion should be marked in the company of the lecturers and mentors, family members, partners, and the friends who have supported us in our studies over these years and to whom so much is owed for their efforts. On behalf of the graduates, thank you. And unlike many classes and even occasions over the last 2 years, how nice is it that we should not require a link or a login to attend today's event? I, for one, am very grateful not to be speaking into a computer as a myriad of black, muted boxes blink back at me. This situation, however, is one I'm sure our lecturers know only too well by now. I don't mean to be flippant though, for online learning, as enabled through the technology our university invests in and the conscious efforts of our teachers, has allowed us to reach today. We graduate on time, in full health, and poised to take on that which our futures hold. Before contemplating this future, though, graduates, I invite you to cast your minds back over the trajectories of your degrees, to reflect on the learnings, the experiences, and the memories that are folded into our university years. Yes, these may be academic, but no doubt that they will be personal too. For the high and low tides of life, as pulled by time, truly make no such distinction. These past 3, 4, 5 or more years hold so much. And what the next stretch of time holds is up to each one of us to design. And how fortunate are we, empowered through our education, that we may design our lives. In this sense, education truly is the most powerful tool we have to change our worlds. For it enables every one of us to realise our full potential, and in doing so, then be of greatest benefit to our communities, to our countries, perhaps even to our world. It is for this reason that I'm very proud to be a graduate of one of Australia's most equitable, inclusive, and diverse universities. The empowerment of education should not discriminate. I'm sure this is a pride in which you all share, and that the challenge of designing your life is one too that you are eager to rise to. Our college is also diverse in its span of disciplines. Our purpose is common though, to inspire, enrich, and transform humanity. Now, between you and me, that is quite the task. But a possible approach, formed through the guidance of my mentors and the practice of my peers, is this: dream big, live inspired, and be yourself. On a final note, graduates, sincerely, congratulations for achieving this milestone. It has taken focus, determination, and no short amount of sacrifice. I hope you all enjoy your celebrations today, for they have been very, very well earned. Thank you.
Thank you, Kate, for what was a very powerful and insightful speech. That was very well done indeed. I'm sure all of us are heartily sick of unmute buttons and the like, and I can only salute you and your colleagues here today that you've finished your courses in that environment. And I salute our students and also our staff who've been able to change so quickly and so effectively over the last couple of years to enable us to keep going the way we have. And I guess we've all learnt a lot along the way, and I'm sure the future will be different and in many ways better for it. But Kate, I think your points, which really bookended beautifully with Luke's occasional address earlier, is about the distinctive nature of the graduates that come through this place. And as you said, you certainly have the power to make a difference. Technically, you're very well trained, and from a values point of view, which was equally important, you're driven to do the right things and to do them effectively. So I've no doubt you will all make a huge difference. So thank you for what I thought was a very, very good speech. To our audience, I hope you've all enjoyed today's ceremony, and I thank you for joining the university community in the celebration of the awarding of degrees. Before I declare the ceremony concluded, I'd ask this time that the graduates remain seated, and I'd like everyone else to stand with me in applauding the wonderful achievements of these graduates. Thank you all very much. I now declare the ceremony concluded and invite you to join us for a graduate reception in the Brennan Room to continue celebrating this very special event together. Finally, for the last time, graduates, congratulations. You've done a fantastic job in very difficult circumstances. So from here on, go out and make a difference. Thank you.